We are live, everybody. I had to edit out the beginning of our stream because so we wouldn't get a copyright hit on good old YouTube. I got to edit all these pay-per-views so they don't always say Orlando, Florida, because they say that by default. I think we're still in the good old Thunderdome era, but this is Clash of the Champions. Welcome in, and we're glad to have you guys here on Twitch.tv. That's where we are moving our streaming to going forward. Go ahead and check out in the comments, or I should say in the community section on YouTube, if you want a little brief explanation of kind of why we're moving things back over to Twitch. That's how we started off when we did this channel. We were doing Twitch, uploading on YouTube. We're doing that again as some of the streaming numbers on YouTube just haven't quite been there as of late. So we're going back to our previous model and seeing if we can't boost those numbers up a little bit. So we do everything live on Twitch. We're going to do it in parts so you guys can keep watching the stream. You can interact with us. You can be a part of the action, but then we are going to upload the streams in parts, 20 to 30 minute parts over on YouTube, just to help out with the old YouTube algorithm, all that. So while you're here joining us on Twitch, if you would follow along with us, and if you're watching on YouTube, do us a favor, help us out, hit the subscribe button, and hit the thumbs up button as well. That really helps out the channel in a big way, so we appreciate you guys joining us here, following along with us on Twitch, and being live, as this is Clash of the Champions. We have made it. Now, if you're not a member of our Patreon page, patreon.com/tvsports27. We kicked off Clash of the Champions about a week ago. We had 3 matches on Sunday Night Heat, 2 championship matches, and we saw Kevin Owens defeat Rey Mysterio to retain the WWE Undisputed Championship on Sunday Night Heat. He is going to battle in the main event here on Clash of the Champions against either Omos or the leader of Retribution, Mustafa Ali. Now, oddly enough, we saw this match in real life on Monday Night Raw a couple of weeks ago, and I actually sent a little tweet about it too. There's a little plug for Twitter. Follow us on TV Sports 27 on Twitter as well, as a little plug right there, because I kind of laughed at how quick that match was. But this was originally the championship match here on Clash of the Champions. It was Mustafa Ali defending against Omos. Omos, of course, the winner of our New Japan Rambo as the G1 Supercard. But it was Kevin Owens cashing in Money in the Bank on our WWE Dark, which is exclusive to Patreon. And he won the Undisputed Championship, leading to interim president Jack Tunney setting this matchup up in this tournament. And my goodness, we have real life stuff. We have WWE being sold, of course, in our universe mode. There's been talks about WWE being sold and who's going to be the person that's going to buy it. Of course, it seems like Paul Heyman just put this new group together of Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar and Kevin Owens. So a lot of interesting stuff in real life and in our universe here. But it's the leader of Retribution, the former Undisputed Champion. And look at Ali. He's going to try to match height for height. So again, thank you for being a part of the action here. Look at Mustafa Ali. Forget about it. TV Sports 27. Hit the subscribe button if you're here on YouTube. It really helps us out. If you're not able to check us out on Patreon, that's fine. But the free option you can do is hit subscribe and hit thumbs up on YouTube and follow along with us on Twitch for the live streaming. So you get the replays, the on-demand on YouTube, and you're going to get the live streaming of our recording here on Twitch. So do check that out. Of course, off the top, before we get into the action, we have to thank our patrons that have subscribed to us. We want to thank Justin Russell and Mr. Maple. We want to thank some of our top patrons there. So thank you guys so much. If you want to get a shout out, if you want to request a stream, or if you just want to see the bonus content, we got a bunch of different levels on our Patreon page, patreon.com/tvsports27. The historian level, which is the basic level, $5. That gets you right in the door. That gets you all the bonus content, all the extra content. We have hundreds and hundreds of videos up right now on Patreon. We got exclusives. We're doing our Mortal Kombat streaming, which is exclusive to Patreon. We're going to be doing My Rise, which is going to be exclusive to Patreon. Lefty Richard is going to be returning. Right now we have the XHL, which is our No Rules Legends League, which is on Patreon. So we got a lot of good stuff over there, as well as the classic archives from Burke's Sports Gaming World from our previous YouTube channel that a lot of you guys wanted to see those old episodes that were purged out. So we are re-uploading those on our Patreon as classic episodes. So do check that out. $5, but we have different tiers, like we said, that you can get requests, you can get shout-outs, you can ask for various things to be streamed. So check out all those different levels: Historian, Superfan, Mega Fan, Ultra Fan over on Patreon. So now we're going to get into the action. So we're going to be uploading this in parts on YouTube now with the new way of doing things. Like I said, trying to appease the YouTube algorithm where they tend to like videos that are, look at this, we actually might get, this is getting really close now, and no way, Mustafa Ali with the super kick, and T-Bar is gonna key, oh, the referee, did you see the referee? That was a 10 count. I think the referee might have just screwed over Retribution, which I'm cool with. Mustafa Ali was going for the count-out victory. T-Bar was holding Omos back, and the referee didn't make the 10 count. Can you guys believe that? Oh my goodness, Retribution. This actually could be bad because they might tear up the ring. This is actually the fourth match. It's the opening contest here on the mega event, but like we said, we kicked off Clash of the Champions 3 matches on Sunday Night Heat, which was the United States Championship match, the Undisputed Championship match, the first of 2, and the Pit Fight match. That is all up right now, patreon.com/tvsports27. So Omos right now, 10 beats of the Bowerin right to Mustafa Ali. It is the WrestleMania post edition stream here as we are getting ready for Monday Night Raw, the night after WrestleMania. I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments, in the chat. What did you guys think of WrestleMania? WrestleMania 39 last night, last 2 nights. I went to Dothan, a little road trip to hang out with some old coworkers and roommates and check out the show. Pretty awesome show, right? A lot of good stuff. But I want to know your comments. Obviously, the biggest thing coming out of that one is the loss, Cody Rhodes losing. I don't know why people are shocked. Roman Reigns has gone almost 1,000 days. People are shocked that Roman won. I mean, come on. Roman's been unbeatable. But that is the big talker. I want to know your thoughts on the Roman Reigns-Cody matchup. Let me know in the comments down below or in the chat if you're watching with us live on Twitch. So it is 6:30 right now on Monday, and I want to watch Monday Night Raw live coming up at 8. So we are going to stream here on Twitch until about 8 o'clock. So I'm hopeful that we can get this entire card in, but I'm not entirely sure that we're going to be able to make it. So we might just get the first 3/4 of the card in, but you guys know our normal streaming schedule: Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, with the Patreon exclusive being uploaded on Sunday, and we will be streaming the conclusion of this if we don't make it on Tuesday. The reason we're streaming today, Monday, which is not our normal streaming schedule, is because I had the day off from work, because I took the day off to drive back from Dothan. So big leg drop from Ali, and he's going to go into the cover. Now this is to see who is going to take on Kevin Owens in the main event here on Clash of the Champions. Kevin Owens already successfully defending the Undisputed Championship against Rey Mysterio on Sunday Night Heat, and you can check that out on patreon.com/tvsports27. And this was the original main event: Omos, Ali, and Ali rolls through, catches Omos, and oh my goodness, I thought that was going to be it. Man, I thought Ali was going to sneak out of here and take one, and Ali with that cannonball splash onto Omos, and is Ali going to pull off the unthinkable here? 450 going across the ring, nails Omos with it, and oh! Omos kicking out. A main event matchup kicking off Clash of the Champions, and Omos turns the leader of Retribution inside out. Of course, we will have Retaliation and Reckoning going after the Women's Tag Team Championships tonight. We also have Machine going one-on-one with Brock Lesnar. So you're going to have a lot more Retribution and possibly Mustafa Ali versus Kevin Owens in your main event tonight. We'll see how this one ends up. And, oh, Ali. I think he's busted open Omos. He didn't have a loaded boot, did he? I thought for a moment he might have had a loaded boot, but Omos fights out of it. Now Omos with the feet on the ropes. And Mustafa Ali kicks out. Man, you don't want to, but you got to give credit where credit's due, as Mustafa Ali is going up against the Colossus right now and hanging in there. I don't like that Ali's even in this situation where he can win back the Undisputed Championship. That was kind of what we were wanting to get away from, with Kevin Owens cashing in, but interim president Jack Tunney allowing Mustafa Ali into this tournament here, a la just like he did WrestleMania 10, where we had a similar championship controversy where we had Bret Hart take on Owen Hart, which wasn't technically a tournament. It was just a match, an even match, because Yokozuna and Lex Luger had their match earlier in the night. But kind of similar to this situation that interim president Jack Tunney found himself in, and he set the tournament up with Rey Mysterio, who's picked up a number of wins as of late, including a Battle Royal win on SmackDown. And we have Ali tapping out now, but he's on the outside of the ring. So nothing the referee can do about this one, as Mustafa Ali is going to head to his feet. He misses with the super kick, and I think the height of Omos, man, that just, takes a lot to hit that super kick, and Mustafa Ali is going to power out here. So this one will continue. What a fight we've had so far. And Ali answering back. Oh, and Omos. And Ali answering. Which match stole the show at Clash of the Champions? So far, it's Mustafa Ali and Omos. Ali to the top. Big splash. Is that enough? A bloody Omos. No. We continue here on Clash of the Champions. Sidestep by Omos. Omos. That might just do it. And that is it. Wow. What a huge colossus of a match Kevin Owens has in your main event. Mustafa Ali has been eliminated from championship contention. This would have been the end result. Omos would have been your brand new WWE Undisputed Champion. Instead, it's Omos versus Kevin Owens later tonight in your event. And Retribution 2.0. They rose up. They were taking WWE, the reins of WWE, and they have fought back and snatched it back from Retribution. And now we know Ali out of the title picture. And how are they going to respond going into the month of October with Halloween Havoc on the horizon? Wow. All right, so Omos picking up the win here. And coming up next, we have a blood feud. Former best friends, former tag team partners. It is Angelo Dawkins of the Hurt Business going one-on-one with Montez Ford. Of course, Dawkins with Hurt Business members MVP Bobby Lashley, and Montez Ford bringing Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander from NXT up to the main roster to back him up. And we get Ford versus Dawkins coming up next here on Clash of the Champions. Thank you again for all of you that are joining us here on Twitch or on YouTube. If you're watching the live version of this on Twitch, hit the follow button. Let's get those followers up on Twitch too. But on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And then, like we said, when we get to 1,000 subscribers, there's a consideration we may bring the streaming back on YouTube, but for right now, I think we're going to stick with this method going forward. It allows us to still stream with you guys over on Twitch, but it will allow us to upload shorter videos instead of, hour and a half, 2 hour. You guys know I've been trying to do shorter videos on YouTube because we had been doing, 1 to 3 hour streams, but the hits on YouTube, the algorithm doesn't recommend videos that are that length. So the sweet spot tends to be 15 to 30 minutes. So depending on how long this goes, this might be the end of this particular video, or we might get one more match in. We'll have to see. But that's the sweet spot for YouTube recommendations, that 15, 30 minute mark, and that's kind of what we're aiming for. So subscribe, follow, hit the thumbs up, and check us out, patreon.com/tvsports27. That is the best way you can show your support until we get to that 1,000 subscriber number, is checking us out over on Patreon. That's so you can give that immediate help and support to the channel. So here we go. Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins. This is going to be an interesting one. You never thought you were going to see the day, but Dawkins, he decided to go with MVP, decided to go with the Hurt Business, and it's just like the contrast, the colorful nature of Montez Ford wearing the white and the gold and the green and the red, and then just the black and gold, the muting colors of the Hurt Business. And Dawkins versus Ford, Street Profits collide here in this one at Clash of the Champions. Submission locked in here early on by Angelo Dawkins. And Ford, he is going to fight out of it. Oh, big headbutt. Did you guys see earlier today, speaking of headbutts, Julia and Tom Nakano, the Stardom press conference, you want to talk about a headbutt. The blood was flowing in that one. It was kind of an insane, you want to hear an insane thud. Check out the press conference. And, Ford just having a hell of a time with the rope there and couldn't figure out what he wanted to do. Got hit with the DDT by Angelo Dawkins, and now Dawkins almost coming barrel roll Montez Ford a little bit here. So Dawkins started off hot when he joined with the Hurt Business and hasn't won any championship gold. That's kind of what MVP had promised him. Perhaps, eyes set on the Intercontinental Championship and maybe even Tag Team Championship with the Usos coming up. Of course, that is something the Street Profits had previously won, was the Tag Team Championships, but it had been some time. And Dawkins, if you guys have been following our universe mode for a long time, had been just so close to winning the big one. He had many impressive performances. You can check out all the replays of our universe mode in our playlist over on YouTube. You can, if you're on Twitch, you can check out the YouTube link, which will take you right there. Or it's youtube.com/tvsports27 sports gaming. Everything else, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Patreon, it's just TV Sports 27. YouTube, though, I think because my name was TV Sports 27 Sports Gaming, because I wanted people to know what the heck it was, when I got enough YouTube subscribers to be able to get the URL, it made it TV Sports Sports Gaming. So youtube.com/TV Sports Gaming, or just click on the YouTube link here. Or if you're already watching on YouTube, well, you're already here. So you can check out the rise and the turn of Angelo Dawkins and the Street Profits right now. You can also check out previous universe modes from WCW, ECW, and also we are going to be uploading very soon our WWE 12 universe mode that we had previously done. That is going to be up. Oh, big splash from the top. That is going to be up on our Patreon page. So do check that out, WWE 12 universe mode. As Bobby Lashley comes in And Ford knows he got to get out of the way. Big clothesline by Montez Ford. MVP coming in now. A lot of outside activity. We had Retribution outside the ring. We got the Hurt Business outside the ring. We got Cedric and Shelton. And Montez Ford hitting the elbow drop on Angelo Dawkins. Cover. 2 count. I've always been trying to figure out a way how I can continue this, because we had done 3 previous Universe Mode years. I guess 4 technically, because we did a full year with WWE 12, and then we transitioned to WWE 2K14 and then 2K20, and we were doing our other Universe Mode after 12, so about 4 years, and then I kind of started over with this game just because at the time, you guys maybe remember, I was going to try to continue that Universe Mode that we had been doing, but the community creations on 22 were still broken. This is kind of why we're doing WWE, because we had switched to WCW ECW, but the community creation stuff was so broken at the beginning of 2K22. Now they fixed it, but that's why we weren't able to do a lot of the custom stuff we were doing in our previous Universe Mode. So we kind of restarted with this new Universe Mode, which was a non-brand split WWE. I'll see if I can't figure out a way. Maybe I could write a little story, and we can figure out a way to transition from what we had been doing, which our previous Universe Mode was WCW Bullet Club Nitro, which was kind of like our AEW, and then we were doing our ECW, and then of course WWE, but now it's just all WWE, and that's because, like we said, when we had first started doing this, the community creations were not behaving very well, but now they're somewhat better, much better. And of course, many people have moved on to WWE 2K23. I've been hearing hit and miss with WWE 2K23, especially when it comes to Universe Mode. So let me know your thoughts, as always, with that game in the comments. But we got the Battle of the Street Profits that we need to focus on. Ford, Dawkins, and Dawkins to the top. Oh my God, he hits a big frog splash, and Ford is motionless right now. And that's it. Wow. Angelo Dawkins. I would dare say a pretty competitive match, but the big splash off the top from Angelo Dawkins, and we said Ford was motionless. My goodness, he was motionless, and he was not able to kick out. And the Hurt Business's Angelo Dawkins picks up the win. Montez Ford coming back from the beatdown.
Here is your winner,
and Angelo Dawkins is your winner. Wow. All right, let's get one more match going here on this particular stream. And then we will, of course, we're going to keep going on Twitch, but for YouTube, we're going to be uploading these different videos over several days. I'm going to do them as premieres, so you guys will be able to see when they're going to be uploaded. You'll be able to check out the schedule, but they're going to be uploaded over several days. And like I said, it's a lot of it's for the YouTube algorithm. They like stuff being uploaded over a number of day period, and these kind of shorter length videos as well. I'm about to throw on, you're going to hear me talking a little bit of baseball as we're doing the rest of this. The Cubs game is starting now, and I got me a little MLB TV. Now, I can't watch my hometown Rays because it's going to be all blacked out, but I'm going to be checking out the Cubbies while we're doing this here. The Cubs and the Reds. Cubs had been struggling the last couple of games. They started off good, and then they lost a couple of games to the Brewers. So, yeah. So they got the series with the Reds, but we got a huge match here coming your way. It is the Natural Disasters challenging the Usos for the WWE Tag Team Championships. The Usos winning the tag team championships. Of course, a number of weeks ago, it was at the SummerSlam Throwback when they won the tables, ladders, and chairs match against Happy Go Lucky and the Hardy Boys. And that match is up right now on patreon.com/tvsports27. They've been on quite the successful run now in real life. They just lost the tag team championships to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. But here, they're not part of any bloodline. They are the beloved Usos. And they're going to be defending against a pretty dominant tag team in the Natural Disasters, who have been on an absolute tear since they have come back to the WWE. So these are one of the few title animations I can actually leave in. But Intercontinental Championship, U.S. Championship, 24/7 Championship, it gives me a copyright claim on YouTube, so I have to skip past those. I got a copyright claim the other day for the 24/7 Championship animation. So this is a big one. The Usos defending against the Natural Disasters. All right, guys, here we go. The first championship match of the card proper, but we've had two championship matches on our Sunday Night Heat kickoff. Again, that was Kevin Owens and Rey Mysterio, and Austin Theory defending against Jordan Devlin. So this is technically the third championship match of Clash of the Champions, but the first championship match of the mega event here on YouTube and Twitch. So Earthquake Typhoon, like we said, the only blip that they have had is a loss on Sunday Night Heat to the Underground. And of course that was Killshot and Prince Puma, and Killshot would go on to take that win and pick up the 24/7 championship. And the Natural Disasters, besides that, have just run through everybody here in the WWE and earning this opportunity at the Tag Team Championships here. There's only that one loss, but knocking off several other teams in multi-man matches to earn this opportunity. Of course, Typhoon had a big win over Dolph Ziggler recently. Dolph Ziggler is going to be battling NWO Shawn Michaels coming up later on in the card. It's going to be a rematch from SummerSlam, and we often say a match. Oh, we got a home run. A Chicago Cubs home run. Cody Bellinger, a 3-run home run. That's what I'm talking about. First homer of the season for Bellinger. Go Cubs. I might end up being more of a Cubs fan than a Rays fan after getting YouTube TV, because all the Rays games are going to be blacked out, so I can't even see them. So, but I've been a Cubs fan longer than a Rays fan anyway, so it kind of works out. Earthquake sent to the floor, and from the inside to the outside. That's Jimmy Uso. Jey Uso and Typhoon into the ring. Earthquake. I'm surprised that barricade held up. Typhoon. Nice slam. But now we got a double team right now. The Usos double teaming on the Natural Disasters. I'm not sure if I finished my thought from before, but I was saying, if you hadn't had a check, we've promoted a couple times, but you got to check out Dolph Ziggler versus Shawn Michaels from SummerSlam. An incredible matchup, and you guys are getting the rematch here on Clash of the Champions, but it's a version of Shawn Michaels you've never seen wrestle before. Unless you are a member of our Patreon page, you would have seen NWO Shawn Michaels and Buff Bagwell teaming up in a successful effort against dudes with attitude. But tonight, it's the first one-on-one matchup between NWO Shawn Michaels and Dolph Ziggler. So that is coming up later on tonight in the broadcast, as well as the Undisputed Championship on the line, the Women's Championship on the line in a ladder match. We got a lot of big stuff coming up tonight. Earthquake again and just sent out of the ring. And that's what the Usos are going to have to do, right? They are going to have to just limit Earthquake and Typhoon. Not allow them in the ring together. We've seen some big chops right there. I'd say the Usos have done a pretty good job where most teams have struggled against the natural disasters. Well, as soon as I say that, you're going to see Earthquake just dominating Jimmy Uso. Oh, this one. Oh, it's such a basic move, right, from Earthquake? But it's so effective. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, my goodness. We almost had the Usos retaining the tag team championships in a rare loss for the natural disasters. And now, well, I thought Earthquake and Typhoon were going to try to double team Jey Uso. And Jey Uso's going to counter Typhoon. Hits the DDT. Jey going to the top. He might be going for the Usos. Well, no, oh my God, the corkscrew plancha splash onto Typhoon. Oh, Typhoon kicking out. What a matchup. And this is going to wrap up the first part of Clash of the Champions on YouTube. Part 2. Oh, we got to cover Uso splash. And the Usos have defeated the unbeatable natural disasters. And the Usos are going to retain the WWE Tag Team Championships. Unbelievable. What a matchup that was, guys. The Usos retaining the Tag Team Championships, guys, but Clash of the Champions will roll on here on Twitch, and it will roll on YouTube. Still to come on Clash of the Champions, we have Roman Reigns versus Edge. We have Brock Lesnar versus Machine. This new group, what do you want to call them? The Heyman Empire. We were calling them the Power Trip for a while. ChatGPT said the Heyman Empire, which kind of sounds like a cool name. But for now, the Usos have retained the WWE Tag Team Championships here at Clash of the Champions. Oh my goodness. Coming up, part 2. Roman Reigns versus Edge. Brock Lesnar versus Machine. And a lot more action to come here on Clash of the Champions.